Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking, you guessed it, action figure review. Today we have another Power Rangers Lightning Collection figure for you, the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger from Hasbro. I reviewed the Walgreens exclusive Black Ranger with Dragon Shield armor a while back, which I was very happy they made quickly because I always wanted a Dragon Shield Black Ranger figure. But also, I saw this guy at GameStop and I just could not pass him up because I've been seeing him go for double his retail price online recently. And seeing him for regular retail price, I was like, can't pass it up. All the Lightning Collection ones got more expensive just because they're Mighty Morphin, which is very odd considering Mighty Morphin is the one that gets figures made of them the most. So you'd think they'd be maybe worth the least. Like, I really don't need any more Mighty Morphins, but I need that Lightning Collection scale and stuff, so here we are. But, yeah, it's Zach, my favorite Black Ranger of all time. Pretty cool. You know, we got more art on the side, product image on the back with some legal stuff there. I'm sure you're very interested in the legal stuff. Got that wrapped art on the side, black top, legal stuff on the bottom. So let's bust him out of packaging. And here he is out of package, the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Mighty Morphin Black Ranger. This is the first Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, Zach, who's pretty cool. I don't like the head sculpt on this one as much as the last one. Speaking of, let's go ahead and do accessories. First up, we do have the unmasked head. I really appreciate the inclusion of unmasked heads as an option, even though I myself will likely never display excuse me, a Ranger with an unmasked head. I liked the Walgreens one better, but it's all good. You know, at least it's different. If they just threw in the same one as the Walgreens one, that would have been lazy. But it's a different Zach head, which is very interesting. You get his power axe, which is very cool. I have mine displayed holding it as the cannon for the shield version, so I think I'll have him hold it as an axe. Speaking of cannon, it does come with the signature Lightning Collection energy effects. This one's real sparkly and stuff. It fits in very perfectly, and very perfectly. It fits in perfectly, and it looks really good. I really like that one. That's a good effect. Also got some of the more standard weapons that all the team members have. We got one of these in the little sword mode, and we also have the blaster mode. I really like that they gave us sword mode instead of the folded up mode. I think it's stupid that they want to give us the folded up mode. Most figure makers that make Mighty Morphins, and they don't want to give us the sword mode. Just give us the sword mode. Like, come on, no one really cares that much about the folded up one, right? And we also have two fist hands, and of course on the regular figure, like the way it comes in the box, he has two holding hands, as you can clearly see, and of course a masked head. He's really cool. Most Mighty Morphin Rangers have like black eyes, I think, on theirs, but his is gold because black wouldn't work on him. Very nice head sculpt. I think they're making a newer, wider one for the metallic version of Mighty Morphin Black, which isn't Zach, because it's Season 3 is when they get the metallic forms. Pretty cool, pretty normal Mighty Morphin body and paint job. It's very clean. That's really nice. Let's zoom out a bit, do some articulation. It's going to be exactly what you expect. Up and down on the head, side to side on the head. Butterfly joint. I love these butterfly joints. I'm so glad they're on all the Lightning Collection figures. Up and down, forward, back on that arm, bicep swivel, double elbow bend, wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists. We've got rotations, crunch on the waist, which is pretty cool. I like the waist crunch engineering on these guys. In and out on the leg, forward, not really back. It kind of goes out to the side if you push it back because he's got a bodacious booty. We got a thigh swivel, a double knee bend, a boot swivel, up and down on those feet, and rotation. Rotation. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's good stuff. That's real good stuff on him. So now, let's do some size comparisons. First up, I would like to show him with his own figure line. Here on the left, we have another Mighty Morphin Ranger. This one, the female sculpt, the metallic pink Ranger, which was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. They look great together. And then on the right, we have the beautiful Walgreens exclusive Dino Thunder White Ranger with replacement head, which is very I cannot speak today. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's been quite a work week for me. But yeah, I mean, he looks cool together. More Dino Rangers are always a good thing, right? But yeah, he scales well with his own line, and that's really what matters when it comes to scaling. I also wanted to show him with the current kids' toy line, which is also for the current show. Here we have the Dino Fury Blue Ranger on the left, and Boom Tower on the right. He looks okay with them. He's a lot bulkier than the Ranger, but I think he looks fine with the villain. The villain could be taller compared to him, but, I think you could work it. The way I have mine displayed is, like, these slightly smaller, cheaper kids' toys are, like, in front of my slightly larger Lightning collections in the display. Or at least they were until my shelf got too big and I had to separate them. But, yeah, I think it's okay. And lastly, here he is with some larger toy lines. Here on the left, we have the previous adult collectible toy line, the Power Rangers Legacy GameStop exclusive Armored Dragon Shield Red Ranger. And then on the right, the Sentai Hero Series EX quote-unquote Void Knight, which is what we know him by here in the States, but that is a Japanese figure. I cannot wait for the US one, because I really like his shield and want to display him with shield. As you can see, this guy has no accessories or hands to hold him with. It's just a cheap vinyl. But yeah, he's just too small for these. He's too small, and that's that. Lastly, however, I did want to show him with one of the deluxe Lightning Collection villains. This is King Spinks from his season. I love how big King Spinks is. King Spinks is probably like too big if you see him next to each other in the show, more than likely. But I love him being much bigger in, the toys, because it makes him more imposing. Seems like he's more of a threat for a whole team. You know what I mean? I really dig that. I think he looks cool with Spinksy. So what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Black Ranger figure from Hasbro? He's pretty cool. He's really exactly what I expected. I had most of the Mighty Morphin figures already, so I knew what the sculpt would be, and the articulation doesn't really differ much from any of the other male Lightning Collection sculpts. I was pretty familiar with most of the accessories, since I do have another version of him with the Dragon Shield and whatnot. I'm happy to have him in my collection, don't get me wrong, even though I have 1,000 MMPR Black Rangers. Zach, I always thought, was one of the cooler ones, because his fighting style was dance moves. That's actually one of the main reasons he is my favorite Black Ranger, because other than that, he's kind of just a generic Gary Stu. Like all the Mighty Morphin Rangers were, except Billy, who was dope. But, yeah, I really do like this figure. If you want to complete your Mighty Morphin team, he's a must-have. But to be honest, I'm more excited for, the metallic ones, because I just have so many different versions of the standard Black Ranger, including the figure art, which is hard to beat, but this is a much cheaper alternative that I feel like adult collectors can enjoy, and maybe even some older kids as well. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support. I still got a few Lightning Collection figures that I need to review. There's a 2-pack and then also an exclusive that are on the way. But my next review will probably be a DC figure, and I also have a DC 2-pack I need to review. And then I'll be caught up on figure reviews until my new Godzilla and Ultraman stuff shows up in the mail. So that's it. Thank you all once again. See you next time.